Okay, so today we are going to talk about the advantages of being dark and ugly, right? Um, this is not something related to my self image, but in general, there are some characteristics of your face or of your body and also your color that will, make you a little attractive compared to others. And that means if you are deficit of those characteristics, you are likely to be, avoided. In other terms, ugly, right? They're not going to kill you, but they're definitely not going to acknowledge you. All my life, I have gone through it. So, if anyone comes out and comes out and says, beauty lies in the heart. Definitely, beauty lies definitely in the heart, provided both the parties are at the same level of beauty, right? Like a handsome guy can tell that statement to a, a gorgeous girl, right? And either way around. Obviously, there are exceptions to everything, um, but in general, there is definitely something called attractive scale and unattractive scale. And as someone who's always been on the unattractive scale, not a bad thing, by the way, because there are upsides of being dark and ugly. Um, One of the primary advantages is your friends and anyone who who talks to you, they actually like you. Like they like your personality, and that's why they're talking to you, right? Because an attractive guy would never know if the girl is complimenting him or actually likes his company. Lucky for me, I know if the other person really likes me, and that's one of my advantages. Like your loved ones, they really love you. Okay, it's not halo effect. There's no halo effect working there. They actually like you for what you are, like your personality, which is your actual image. Sad how our society works, right? You can either complain or just accept it. I accepted it. Um, and the other upside is people don't expect much from you, by the way. Yeah. Um, yeah, like if you do make mistakes in anything that you're pursuing, or even like a small painting or a small cooking dish that you're making, even if you make mistakes, people do not care much. So there's not so much of pressure on you because you're not attractive. So it's the reverse halo effect. If that even exists, I don't know. There are no much expectations from you, which is a good thing, right? Like you're not pressurized, unless people know your actual potential. Like when they do talk to you, they realize you're a little intelligent, little you're a little wise. Maybe you should push more and put more effort in whatever you're doing. That's what people would say, right? Once they get to know your personality. But in general, uh, ugly guys, there are no expectations on ugly guys. They're just supposed to be there, like a side character in a movie, right? Not even a side character. Um, Side characters are also attractive, by the way, in the movies. I don't know, maybe the set guy, the crew that makes sure the set is okay. That I don't know whatever place ugly guys hold in the society, but it's definitely not the main character. And it's not bad, by the way, because even if you're born attractive, there takes some effort to maintain that beauty, right? So you're rewarded for whatever you are. Nothing is not a coincidence, right? It's definitely a reason. There is a reason for everything. Definitely a reason for everything. And yeah, those are one of two of the many big upsides of being ugly. Um, well, the downsides are many. I remember my PT sir used to say it to my face. I do not want to see you in the line at all. Like he used to just put it out there many times. I used to feel bad, but later on I realized, okay, wherever he's coming from, I mean, his maturity is like that. No wonder he's a PT teacher of a school, right? Did not go so much far in his life anyway. Um, the sad part I do remember is like when I'm talking, um, people don't even hear me, right? like not wantedly, like they physically they cannot hear me. It's like, uh, you're hearing someone who's talking different language on some other side, from some other direction. You're not gonna be able to process it because you don't know what's going on. So you acknowledge it is as just a sound, and you would never process it. And that happened to me many times. Like my opinion was never heard in a crowd. Okay, in a crowd, I understand. Even in a four or five member group, my opinion was never understood. Did I feel bad? Yes, initially when I was like a small kid, I used to feel bad, but after that, I understood. There's freedom in people not noticing you, right? But then I cannot just stop talking, right? I consume a lot of information. I read books. So lucky for you, you can upload infinite videos on YouTube. So here I am. I'm talking, and even if no one is listening, that's not a problem because I'm not gonna stop talking. I like the beach, by the way. Super cool beach. Um, yeah, the ones who are born near a beach, they are lucky, man. Like I feel I'm lucky. Like it's I can just go out there. Probably couldn't swim, but I can just play in the water and yeah, just go back to home walking wet. It's okay because it's a beach city. Most people will be wet, and I was wet too many times. And I went home just dripping salty water, full of happiness. And that is something no one can control. Sure, I cannot control how I look. I cannot control what people will think of me inside of their brain, but I can control something inside of my brain because happiness is a chemical. It's inside this, right? Yeah. So that's what I wanted to say. Let me know your thoughts. Give me your comments. It's just like I'm talking into abyss these days. Like no one really responds to my videos. No one comments. So I'm free to talk, dude. I'm gonna talk so much that someday you're gonna hear me from every other side or not. No problem, because outcome is not the point of it. It's the journey, and I like talking.